know this channel is called E-Bike Universe, and the whole idea is to be all about e-bikes and my experience with my e-bikes. But what I'm going to show you at the moment is not about e-bikes per se, but I thought you might find it interesting because, well, if you own a bike, you might want to know how to mount action cameras on your bike. And so that's what this video is all about. Now, over the years, I've experimented with lots of different types of clamps, and I'll be honest, I found most of them wanting. I've managed to find a couple that I've got working. There's some small rig units that are really good, but the failure is in not the clamp itself, but the mechanism that attaches to the actual, action cam. So I've got here two products. It's basically the same product and two variants of it. And the second variant I'll show you in a minute, but I want to show you this one. The thing that puzzles me about this, I discovered these on Amazon. There's no real brand name for them, but the best thing I can say about them is that they're virtually almost perfect for what I want to do. So I'll pull it out, and here it is. Now, basically what it is, you have a high quality aluminium clamp with rubber inserts that can go on a handlebar. I can mount them on the rails, anywhere I really want to put it, on the forks. So just to show you how this works, I've got a GoPro here, and I'm going to put it on this GoPro mount that's actually in the clamp. So, whoops. There we go. Right, lock the GoPro up, and I'm going to mount this on the bike and we'll show you. So the first order of business, let's say for instance you want to mount it on the handlebar and you want to have the camera looking at you. So you put it like that, and then you just literally lock that up at whatever angle you might want to put that at. And because they're balls, they're easy to move, so there we go, we'll lock it up. So we'll lock that up at that angle. And now, as you can see, that is rock solid. Okay, but now you're riding along and you decide that you might want to get some shots of the wheel. Okay, undo this, spin it around, have the camera looking that way, and now what we got the camera looking down. Shock absorbers in the front here. There we go. You can have it that way. Lock that up. Nice and solid. So let's say we want to suddenly switch it up and maybe get a slight angle on the wheel that way. There we go. And then we've done enough of that. Now we go over here and we maybe have these pointing that way. So as you can see, highly versatile, strong. Let's go to the back of the bike. So we're at the back of the bike, and let's put it here on this back rail. We lock that up nice and tight. Okay, let's say for instance want to get a shot of the gears changing. Here we go. So we'll put that down there like that. There we go. Because of the focus, we might come out a bit. There we go. We lock that up, and there we go. That is rock solid. So we're now recording the gear changes, and then we get a few shots of that. We undo this and we swing it around. And let's say, for instance, I might want to get, I don't know, let's say facing forward. There we go. So once you've got that where you want it,
you just clamp that up, put that over a bit of an angle, and there we go. We now got shots going that way. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the holy grail that I've been looking for. It solves so many problems. As I said, some of the older clamps, the big issue wasn't the clamp itself, it was where the camera was mounted. And they'd unscrew, or they wouldn't hold on, or they'd come loose and they'd move. This solves that problem. The genius is not about the clamp itself, but I want to stress this. Everything about this product is a high quality. The secret is this midsection here. And I'm going to pull it apart to show you. Well, not literally pull it apart, but I'm going to take it off the device. So what we have here is a clamp, spring-loaded clamp, with 2 ball indentations at the end. And what I mean by that is that we have clamps with balls. So these things have either been machined or molded. So in this case, this is a standard GoPro type pronged mount. That can go in one side of the ball, and on the clamp you've got another ball, and you put that there. And this is the genius part. Once you do up the clamp to a certain point, so those balls can't come out, but as you can see they're all loosey-goosey. But, which means you can adjust this. If you clamp this to whatever part of the bike you want, and then you can adjust this to wherever you want the camera. But the best part about it, from the point of view of where I'm coming from, you have this locking mechanism, and I hope you can see this. As you screw this down, and I'll just pull that ball up there, it's literally pushing down in the middle, which means it's putting equal force on either side here, clamping. It's like a fulcrum in reverse. And it is solid. And this is what makes this such a fantastic product. It means that you can mount this anywhere you want on the bike. And you can adjust your ball, your head, have your camera mounting this way or that way. And as soon as you lock that up, that is going nowhere. That is lock solid. And the more you lock that up, it really is. And this is the most astounding part. Roughly $28 Australian dollars, which means it's probably cheaper even in the US. I mean, I'm staggered, I really am. And the second part of it, I'll come back to this. Oh, and so actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, the other part about this is that you get 2 heads. You get this one with the GoPro prong, but you also get, inside the kit, another ball with a 1/4 male thread. So, you take this ball out, you put this ball in, and now you can mount, if you've got a camera that has a 1/4 inch female, you can mount that on that. I mean, it includes, I don't know why, but it comes with a bracket that can go onto a DJI Pocket 3, just wraps around, and on either side we have little mounts for putting microphones and whatever. So I'm assuming that they've done some deal with DJI where you can mount the literally. So if you put the other head back on, we'll take the screwed mount off, and we put this one back on. This means that you can mount that on the prongs and have the Pocket 3 mounted in there with a couple of mics, if need be, or a mic and what other attaches, other accessories you might want to have mounted there. I mean, and on top of that, you also get in here this little lanyard, little spring-loaded lanyard, so that if you're worrying about it falling off, you can have this hooked up, and if it falls off, it's going to hang on. And the best part about it is that little ring on the side here literally goes around the ball, over the ball, and it's locked in. You know, all that for $28. Now, so I said earlier that there was a sister, and what you get with this one, and it's basically the same price. Everything is exactly the same as that one, with one basic difference. You have a suction cup. So the clamping mechanism is identical, and all of the parts that come in that kit comes in this kit. But this means you can now, you know, put it on your car, on your windows, or whatever. So between these two clamps, as far as I'm concerned, they are the final solution for mounting action cams. The idea would be to have a couple of these, maybe 3 or 4 of these, and you know, you can do whatever you want. So up on the screen now are details from Amazon, show you what they are and what to search for, and I strongly recommend that you go and get these. I really hope you find this helpful, and until next time, thank you for watching.